If everyone could please start taking your seats. Good evening. Good evening. And welcome to the Georgia 4-H Congress 2014 Leadership Banquet. Tonight, we celebrate leadership and recognize 4-Hers who have dared to set high goals, reached for them, and helped others along the way. Caroline Dunn, Southwest District Representative from Tift County, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by Brett Allen, our State Representative from Johnson County, for this evening's invocation. Caroline.
So many times we recite the pledge without stopping to think of what we're saying. We are thanking our heroes who laid down their lives to protect ours. We are declaring our loyalty to our fellow Americans and our devotion to the land on which we live. Please stand and join me in the pledge to the American flag. And remember, there is no pause between one nation and under God. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Brett.
Please be seated. Randy Posh, professor at Carnegie Mellon and the author of the last lecture, wrote, "The brick walls are there for a reason. However, they are not there to help us out. They are there to give us a chance to show how badly we would want something. And with that, the brick walls are there to stop the people who don't want it badly enough. They're there to stop the other people." I'm so amazed to be surrounded by people who aren't willing to stop at the brick walls. The people in this room are people who see a challenge and work to carry it through. As we honor many remarkable leaders tonight who have not let the life's brick walls stop them, let us reflect on how blessed we are and bow our heads in thanks. We thank you for the opportunity to gather tonight. United by 4-H, we're grateful for this organization that highlights the best in each of us and utilizes the combined strength of youth and adults to work toward a common goal. Thank you for those who have made this evening possible. Please be with us throughout this week and let all we do be to the best of our abilities. Amen. Stefan.
Thank you, Caroline and Brett. Please enjoy your meal. I hope that everyone is enjoying their meal. As you continue eating, we are pleased to have Madison County's India McElroy, who just finished her 6th and final year with the distinguished group of Clovers and Company. Tonight, India will be performing Make You Feel My Love. India. Let's welcome her.
Just 1 second.
and there's no one there to dry your tears. I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I will never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind's where you belong. I go hungry, I go black and blue. I go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love.
Wow, that was wonderful. Thank you, India. We appreciate you sharing that wonderful talent with us. And thank you for sharing your love with us. If you are still enjoying tonight's meal, please continue. Maya Mapp, State Representative from Baldwin County, will come and welcome us this evening. Maya.
Good evening and welcome to the 2014 State 4-H Congress Leadership Banquet sponsored by Jeff Specker and Kelly Loeffler. Tonight we recognize and honor the service and the dedication of passionate individuals who have provided leadership to the Georgia 4-H program and have led outstanding leadership projects across our state. We will also induct the 2014-2015 State Board of Directors, who were elected at State Council this past June. On behalf of the Georgia 4-H Board of Directors, welcome to the 2014 Leadership Banquet, and we hope that you enjoy your evening. Stefan?
Thank you, Maya. Across this banquet hall, I see new friends, old friends, outstanding agents, local extension personnel, and volunteers, as well as many guests, special guests, who have supported us throughout the year. To introduce these special guests is Ms. Jenny Jordan, Extension 4-H Specialist for Volunteer and Teen Programs. Ms. Jenny.
Thank you, Stefan. We'd like to begin with our head table, and I'm going to begin with the left of the podium, which is to your right. Mr. Alan Nasworthy, our Center Director at Fortson 4-H Center. Mr. Charlie Wurst, Extension 4-H Specialist, Camping and Natural Resources. Donna Stewart, our Center Director at Jekyll Island 4-H Center. Mary Ann Parsons, Executive Director of the 4-H Foundation. Al Parker, our Northeast District 4-H Program Development Coordinator. Austin Mashburn, your Northwest District Representative on the State 4-H Board of Directors from Douglas County. Michael Reeves, our advisor to the state 4-H officers and a member of the Georgia 4-H Advisory Committee. Lori Bledsoe, Northwest District 4-H Program Development Coordinator. Elizabeth Savage, your Northeast District representative on the State 4-H Board of Directors from Baldwin County. Rob Cooper, the Director of External Affairs for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences and also a member of our 4-H Advisory Committee. Bo Ryles, our retired State 4-H leader and the National 4-H Council representative and my former county extension agent. Brett Allen, our Georgia 4-H State Board of Directors, state representative from Johnson County. Dorothea Graham, president of the Georgia Association of Extension 4-H Agents, the Haralson County Extension Coordinator. Your 4-H president, Oakley Perry from Jeff Davis County. Arch Smith, our state 4-H leader, director of 4-H. And Stefan Roll, our state representative from Seminole County. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And we'll continue down this table. Caroline Dunn, your Southwest District representative on the State 4-H Board of Directors. Caroline's from Tift County. Greg Price, Director of Extension County Operations, the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Maya Mapp, State Representative, the Georgia 4-H Board of Directors. Maya's from Baldwin County. Craven Hudson, our new Associate State 4-H leader. Laura Johnson, Southwest District Extension Director. Melanie Byersmith, the State 4-H Specialist with Environmental Education Coordinator. Blake Allen, our Vice President to our State 4-H Board of Directors. Blake is from Lowndes County. Joanne Milam, Southeast District Extension Director. Melinda Miller, the Southwest District 4-H Program Development Coordinator. Gail Cutler, Public Relations Coordinator for the Georgia Electric Membership Corporation and Chair of our 4-H Advisory Committee. Allison Womack, our Southeast District Representative on the State 4-H Board of Directors. Allison is from Evans County. Judy Ashley, Northeast District Extension Director. Come on, Northeast. Kathy Baldwin, the Southeast District 4-H Program Development Coordinator. Terry Camp, our Center Director at Rock Eagle 4-H Center and a member of the 4-H Advisory Committee. Miss Mandy Marable, President of Epsilon Sigma Phi, my co-worker on the State 4-H Staff, Specialist for Curriculum and Staff Development. And Susan Howington, President of the Georgia Extension Association Family and Consumer Sciences, the Henry County Extension Agent. Let's give them all a round of applause. We're going to go out into our audience. We have several members of our 4-H Advisory Committee who are with us, and they all are out among y'all tonight. They wanted to get and have a chance to talk to 4-Hers and our great crowd that's here. As I call your name, if you'll please stand along with your guests, and if you'll remain standing, I'll call about half the group. Then we'll pause and clap, so you don't have to decide if you're clapping or not. And then we'll continue with the rest of the group. I'd like to begin with Brandon Ashley, a former 4-Her. He represents Georgia Farm Bureau, and he's here tonight with his wife, Kelly, who's also a county extension agent from Bibb County. Dr. Hal Beaver, the Georgia Association of Elementary and Middle School Principals. If you've helped with Step Up and Lead, we can thank Hal. Dr. Carter Black, our retired state veterinarian, and his wife, Linda. Jenna Williams Black, Family and Consumer Science teacher, director of the Fraser Center at Decatur Academy. Michelle Sabora, the Georgia Food Bank Association campaign director, and her husband, Oliver. Ms. Dot Kofer, retired extension agent, former president of the UGA Extension Retirees Association, and she has her husband, Wendy, with her. Elise Daniels, 6th grade teacher at Oconee County Middle School, mother of 3 4-Hers. And let's give that group a round of applause. They didn't stay standing. Along with them are several other members. Lynn Davis, our county extension coordinator in Turner County. Leanna Deal, County Extension Agent in Bullock County. Sharon Dowdy, our Public Relations Coordinator with the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Dennis Duncan, Professor of the Department of Agriculture Leadership, Education, and Communication in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Tracy Elder, Director of Assessment and Accreditation for Teacher and Leader Preparation Programs. Allie Griner, the former health navigator and our newly hired Gordon County Extension agent with her husband Caleb. They are both former 4-H'ers. Tricia Hardy, Director of Child Wellness, Children's Health Care of Atlanta. Melanie Harris, 4-H alumni and owner of Growing Logic. Jawan Jackson, Georgia College and State University Student Government President and Bibb County 4-H alumnus. Mr. Ted Jenkins, past Master 4-H Club President, retired Extension Specialist for camping, and he has his wife Jerry with him. Caleb McMicken, a former Paulding County 4-H'er, former Director of Alumni Relations at the Walker School. Martha Morris, Chatham County 4-H volunteer. Camille Odom, Oconee County 4-H alumna and College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences student. She'll also be introduced a little bit later as a camp counselor. Marie Trice, our county extension agent right here in DeKalb County. And Janet Woodard, our county extension agent for Morgan County, and her guest Claire. Let's give the advisory committee another round of applause.
Thank you, Ms. Jenny, and welcome to all of our guests. We appreciate the contributions that you have made to 4-H, and we thank you for making this wonderful program possible. The Georgia 4-H program holds 5 core values as paramount in the planning and development of activities. One of these is leadership. Tonight, we recognize those individuals who have developed their leadership skills, built upon their 4-H success, and shared their experiences with others. Mr. Arch Smith, State 4-H leader, will recognize several outstanding 4-H leaders. Mr. Arch.
Thank you, Stefan. And it's great to see you here this evening, and what a wonderful evening. India, thank you for your performance and your contributions to Georgia 4-H and through Clovers and Company all these many years. And I'm not sure, I had a little short conversation with your dad at Jekyll Island about a week ago, and I'm not sure whether you're going to be more disappointed in being out of Clovers and Company or he's going to be more disappointed. But I thought that was a great tribute to Georgia 4-H that the parents are just as involved as the young people are. And I think that's what makes us a part of our great success. I also want to thank Mr. Blaine Marable, who is with us and a photographer in the room and is making a lot of pictures. And Blaine is a great friend and comes often to help us with 4-H events like this. And Blaine, we thank you for your presence this evening and for your contributions to the 4-H program. You know, Georgia 4-H has celebrated a lot of things this year. Not only are we celebrating 100 years of cooperative extension, 110 years of Georgia 4-H, but earlier this program year in October, on October the 10th, I believe it was, of 2013, we celebrated the 1,000,000th EE participant to go through our 4-H centers. What a milestone. Later that month, about 2.5 weeks later, we dedicated the Museum of Natural History at Rock Eagle to Diane Davies for her contributions in her development of that program, which has reached those 1,000,000 students, and we're well on our way to the 2nd million as we work to keep our 4-H centers open and available to young people. President of Harvard University in the early 1900s said that summer camping is the greatest contribution that American society has ever made to education. And so another one of those core values, or one of those things that we stand on the shoulders of giants in Georgia, is our summer camping program. And those two programs, summer camping and environmental education, account for about 75% of the young people and users that go through our 5 4-H centers annually. And so tonight I would like to recognize those people at our 4-H centers who make possible the day-to-day operation of those centers, who are the key, the backbone to the success of those centers. And I want to ask 2 people here at the head table with us to join in that recognition. Is Melanie Breyer-Smith, our Extension 4-H specialist in charge of the environmental education program and our science, engineering, and technology program. If she would stand. along with Mr. Charlie Worst, the faculty member in charge of our summer camping program, and also works with some of our natural resource programs. These two people provide faculty leadership to these two programs that are key to our continued success. But with us this evening are several people from our 4-H centers who, as I said a moment ago, are the key to the backbone of our success. From Burton 4-H Center down on Tybee Island, Mr. David Weber is the environmental education coordinator at that site. And David, we're glad to have you with us. We still have a camp going on at Burton and Wausiga and Fortson, so all our staff could not be here with us this evening. Mr. Alan Nasworthy is with us at the head table, the center director at Fortson 4-H Center. And Alan, we appreciate the tremendous contributions that you continue to make there. At Jekyll Island 4-H Center, Ms. Donna Stewart is our center director. And Donna, we appreciate so much the many, many contributions that you have made to the continued success of that facility. And as we look to the future on Jekyll Island, we know that you will be key to the success of whatever may happen in the future years there on that facility. And also there at Rock Eagle 4-H Center, Ms. Terry Camp has for many years given so much leadership there, but now as center director continues the legacy of a strong program that we offer at Rock Eagle. And with her this evening are some of the staff that from the Rock Eagle. Miss Sandra Gilley is a food operations manager at Rock Eagle. And Miss Sandra, I have to say this, that you and your staff could have done a lot better job of this meal this evening, and it would have been a lot less inexpensive. And I appreciate that, both of them. Also, Miss Sarah Carlson is with us. Sarah is the business manager for Georgia 4-H. Even though she's housed at Rock Eagle, she works for all of Georgia 4-H. And Sarah came to us new just this year. And as I told a group of people earlier this afternoon, I didn't realize this, Terry, but you have hired 5 new people in roles at Rock Eagle just in the last year since we met here a year ago. And I think they're all doing a fantastic job. And maybe she should have been doing all the hiring many, many years ago. She did hire Miss Sandra too. Also, Johnny Parker is the head of our maintenance department now with the retirement of Andy Smith. And Johnny is doing a fantastic job, and we're glad to have him with us this evening. And new to our housekeeping department at Rock Eagle is Mr. Charles Saunders. He comes to us with a tremendous background in human resources and in housekeeping and hotels and motels all across the country. And he is doing a fabulous job, and I understand he might be the best that we've ever had in that role. And maybe all 3 of those people, Sandra, Johnny, and Charles, are the best that we've ever had in those roles. Would you join me in congratulating these people and thanking these people for their contributions to our 4-H Center? Now, our summer camping program doesn't run without probably what is the premier summer camp counselor program for 4-H in the United States. There's no doubt that the greatest support, alumni support for Georgia 4-H comes from those that have served as summer camp counselors at our 4-H centers. And this evening, we'd like to recognize our leadership for this past summer. And again, I'll start with Burton 4-H Center. Miss Ellie Baldwin from Bleckley County was our captain at Burton this summer. Also with her is Miss Candace Goldbeck from Coweta County, who was our lead counselor, crew chief, I believe we call it, at Fortson 4-H Center. And Mama Bear and the lead counselor at Wausiga 4-H Center was Camille Odom from Oconee County. Let's stop and give these 3 young ladies a round of applause. Being leadership at a small camp is a little different than being leadership at Rock Eagle because you're kind of by yourself. So it's an awesome task, and we appreciate your contributions to our 4-H program and summer camping program. At Rock Eagle this past summer, Shakia Hollis was our sports and rec coordinator from Columbia County. Will Walker from Turner County was our Cloverleaf Adventure Program coordinator and worked out on the ropes course. Dion Wallace from, y'all keep standing, you keep standing, Will, it's all right. Dion Wallace from Johnson County was a major interest coordinator at Rock Eagle. Philip Simmons was our waterfront coordinator from Spalding County. And these were 4 of our coordinators in our interest groups at Rock Eagle this summer. Let's give these 4 people a round of applause. And of course, my friend and former colleague and your former state 4-H leader always got to this point and made an incorrect statement. And so I'm not going to talk about that, but I'm going to move on and introduce our leadership of our tribal leadership this summer. And first of all, I'm going to introduce Matthew Pace, who was our Shawnee Miko from Chattooga County, and his partner this summer was Haley Gilliland from Ben Hill County, and we appreciate their leadership in the Shawnee tribe. In Muskogee Land, Olivia Browning was our female Miko, and her partner was Garrett Hibbs from Oconee County, and Olivia is from Union County. And Callie Daly from Jenkins County was our Cherokee female Miko, and she was joined by Darius Williams from Warren County. And Darius is the first counselor from Warren County since 1976, and I'm extremely proud of that fact. And he also got to lead the Cherokee tribe. Let's give these 6 tribal leaders a round of applause. The great football coach Vince Dooley said about one of his great football teams that did not win the Southeastern Conference Championship one year. He said that that team earned the right to walk with champions. And I've had the experience over the past few summers to get to know a young lady named Hannah Eaton from Morgan County. And during their closing ceremonies, which most people are not privy to, of the counselor program on a Saturday night in the chapel at Rock Eagle just a few days ago, I was extremely touched when Mr. Charlie and Miss Casey Rogers and I go down and take the headdresses off our leaders. And that evening when we did, I was extremely touched by the fact that Hannah Eaton got a standing ovation from her peers in that room that night. And all the nights that I've stood in that chapel, I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. And so this young lady didn't earn the right to walk with champions. She is a champion. So Hannah, thank you for your contributions to 4-H and to the camping program at Rock Eagle. Ted Jenkins, she'll go down in history as one of the greats, Now, I got to make sure I stay on the right spot here, Stephon. Lost my program. Okay. These are great leaders at our 4-H centers and in our summer camping program, and we are extremely proud of the leadership that they exhibit as adults and young adults. But as young leaders, we train people in 4-H to become leaders, to make changes, and even in our script this evening, we've taught Stephon another lesson about we've got to make a quick change here because we didn't have it all right coming up here tonight. But leadership is the cornerstone of the 4-H program, and tonight we highlight the great work of 8 of our senior 4-H members. These young people have worked diligently to improve their communities and are highlighted at your table with a description of their project and their great work, and these are on your table if you'll take a moment to look at those this evening. The Leadership in Action program is sponsored by Mr. Jason Dukes. And Jason was unable to be with us this evening, by the Everhart Endowment in the Georgia 4-H Foundation and by the Epsilon Sigma Phi Fraternity of Extension Professionals. We are pleased tonight to have with us the president of the Epsilon Sigma Phi, Ms. Mandy Marable, and I'm going to ask her if she would come down front, and 4-Hers, if you will, as I call your name, please come join Ms. Marable on the stage to receive your award. The 8 finalists were as follows: Ms. Hannah Rule from Paulding County, Victoria Cagle from Morgan County, Kirsten Morris from Chatham County, Jana Brown from Pulaski County, Taylor Reinberger from Berrien County, Ashley Thigpen from Charlton County, Hayden Bailey from Madison County, Kelly Prince from Coweta County, let's give these 8 finalists another round of applause. Each year we're proud to offer a grant through the generous contributions of Mr. Jason Dukes, a 4-H alumnus from Brantley County, to those 4 competitors that will receive a $500 check this evening to support the efforts to expand their projects back in their counties. Please stand as your name is called, and you'll receive your check soon. And those 4 finalists are Victoria Cagle, Hayden Bailey, Taylor Reinberger, and Hannah Rule. Congratulations, and we hope that you'll continue the great work that you've already begun in your counties. And finally, I'm proud to announce the first 2 winners of this year's State 4-H Congress. These are our 2 newest Master 4-H members, and congratulations goes to Jana Brown and Kirsten Morris. Congratulations to these 4-Hers and all their many accomplishments, and particularly to Jana and Kirsten on being named Master 4-H members and being state winners. You know, I mentioned change, that Terry had 5, 6 changes in the staff, the key staff at Rock Eagle. We've got some key changes going on in Georgia 4-H. We've welcomed this evening Mr. Craven Hudson, our new Associate State 4-H leader. It's no secret to all of you that Ms. Jenny Jordan will be leaving us to go to work with the J.W. Fannin Institute. To tell you how great a 4-H program we have, I've already got people texting me and emailing me from across the country interested in her position. But tonight we want to honor another person on our 4-H staff who works behind the scenes that most of you in the room never get to see. If you're in an extension office, you probably hear the name. You're on the state 4-H staff. you know that she is a cornerstone to the success of the Georgia 4-H program. But I don't remember how long ago it was. It was probably 15 years ago. I had the opportunity, or 17, 18 years ago, I had the opportunity to become the executive director of the Georgia 4-H Foundation. And one of the things that was a challenge was to make sure that our fiduciary management and accountability was improved and put on sound footing. And not shortly after I was put in that role, the lady that was our accountant left to go to another job. And so it became my responsibility to find somebody to replace that person. And so there was a young lady in the office who worked diligently at everything she did. She had a great mathematical mind, a great attention to detail, was as honest as the day is long, and so I encouraged her to apply for the job so that we could make her the accountant for the Georgia 4-H Foundation. And I'm going to ask Miss Linda Lowry, if she will, to come up here and join me on stage for just a moment. The steps are on this end down here, Linda. Linda has been a tremendous asset to the Georgia 4-H Foundation, to the Georgia 4-H program. She went out and she's been to poultry judging. She, I guess, calculated scores for poultry judging before we had computers. I know she doesn't look that old, but she's been around a while. If she's able to retire after 30 years of service. But Linda, you're going to be missed by, particularly by the 4-H staff. And I know that the 4-H Foundation, we're going to struggle to find somebody to replace you, but we appreciate your many contributions to Georgia 4-H, and we wish you the best in retirement as you go forward.
Thank you.
Our state 4-H officers are an integral part to the Georgia 4-H program. And just a few weeks ago at State 4-H Council, and many of you young people were there, we elected our new officers for the 2014-2015 program year, which will begin on August the 1st. That's next Friday. Our officer program is supported by several donors, including AT&T, Mr. Rob Cooper, and AGIA Atlanta, and we always are appreciative of the great support, tremendous support that a former state officer and former 4-H'er from Spalding County, Miss Brandy Rux Park, gives to this program. And Brandy is with us this evening. She's a member of the Georgia 4-H Foundation Board of Trustees. And I'm going to ask Brandy, if she will, to come join us on the stage here in front of us so that we can induct our new state officers. This is a new little wrinkle in State Congress this week as we've moved this event to Monday night. But Brandy thought we were doing it just to meet her schedules because she couldn't be here on Thursday night. But Brandy, thank you so much for all you do for Georgia 4-H. Mr. Michael Reeves will also assist us in this induction of our new officers, and Michael is a tremendous volunteer that has supported 4-H, a former 4-H'er from McDuffie County, and we're mighty proud to have Michael continue to help us. Our Southwest District representative is Hannah Rucka. Hannah is joined by her parents, Keith and Julie Rucka, and Keith and Julie, if you'll stand as Hannah comes up, and her sister Rebecca is also with us. Hannah is from Tift County. Our Southeast District representative is Caroline Sweat from Johnson County. Caroline's parents are with her, Donnie and Katie Sweat, and we're glad to have them with us also. Our Northwest District representative is Cody Norris, and Cody is from Heard County. His mother, Carolyn Olinger, is also with us this evening, and we'll ask her to stand too. From Northeast District, we have Saray Mapp from Baldwin County. Her mother and father, James and Brody Mapp, are with us, and her sister, Maya Mapp, is also here at the head table. Our three state representatives from Bartow County. First is Thomas Gilbert. His parents, Tom and Regina Gilbert, are also in the audience. And I see Tom's out there taking pictures, and here's Regina over here. Anna Holcomb from Hart County is also a state representative. Her mother, Christy, and brother Lucas are in the audience with us this evening. And our third state representative is Ezra Hall from Bartow County. He's joined by his parents, Joe and Patty Hall. Our vice president is Matthew Pryor from Bartow County. Matthew's parents, Alan and Beth Pryor, are with us also. And to lead the Georgia 4-H program in the year 2014-2015, our new state president is Mr. Ben Hancock from Irwin County, and he is joined this evening by his mother and father, John and Lori Hancock, and his brother, Guy Hancock. I had the opportunity to spend a few hours with these young people after State 4-H Council during their officer training, and they're a great group of young people, and I think we're in store for another great year in Georgia 4-H. Let's give them one more round of applause to our new state officer. Five years ago, when Dr. Bo Ryles retired as State 4-H leader, he made a decision to honor an outstanding young employee with the Georgia 4-H program. And in that in making that recognition of honor, he said that he wanted to make sure that the honor would go to somebody that was either a 4-H agent, 4-H program assistant, 4-H associate, someone that worked at the 4-H centers in their first 5 years of employment. And this evening, for the 5th year, we recognize the Ryles Rising Star recipient. I'm going to ask Dr. Bowe if he will go down front and present the recipient with their award for this evening. The 2014 recipient of the Ryles Rising Star Award increased the number of clubs in her county by 69% and increased total enrollment by 25%. By delivering a quality programming in the classroom, participation in core programs has been on the rise. Junior-senior project achievement participation has increased 67%. State council participation grew from 1 to 9 youth in 2 years. 4 youth have been selected to serve as camp counselors. 2 youth have been awarded 4-H Foundation college scholarships. 5 youth have attended 4-H Congress, and 1 4-H'er mastered in a project area. And many schools in this county are requesting to have 4-H in their schools. This young agent successfully collaborated with the Bibb County Board of Education Nutrition Department to create the My Garden, My Plate program to engage youth in gardening. Approximately 206 students, 1,628 contacts participated in the My Garden, My Plate program with the help of 16 master gardeners. She sees potential in all young people and works to bring out their potential. She is respected by her peers as a great 4-H agent and is called upon because of her experience in such a short time to be a mentor to other 4-H agents, even though she's only worked 2.5 years. In 2.5 years, Kelly Ashley has received $35,000 in grants, gifts, and contracts. She has been recognized by the National Association of Extension 4-H Agents once, 3 times by the Georgia Association of Extension 4-H Agents, and has won 2 district extension awards, including the Outstanding Extension Professional winner for Epsilon Sigma Phi Alpha Beta chapter. She bleeds green and has an infectious personality that sweeps everyone else into bleeding green also. One of her 4-H members wrote, "Because of Kelly Ashley, not only are children of diverse backgrounds sitting down at the same table in our 4-H program, but they're working together to achieve the essential elements of 4-H: mastery, generosity, belonging, and independence." Bibb County Program Assistant Lachey Lawrence wrote, "Miss Ashley demonstrates her thoughtfulness, leadership skills, collaborative abilities, and willingness to take risk and a genuine compassion for children. After evaluating her work, observing her performance, and learning from her as my 4-H agent, I feel confident that Miss Ashley is the perfect candidate for the Ryles Rising Star Award." I think it's a little bit ironic that about 8 years ago, as we transitioned in our leadership role of the summer camping program, Eric Thompson told me as he left, "Look to Kelly Ashley to help you get things going next summer." And that was when she was 21 or 22 years old. And so this young lady spent 6 years in the classroom before she became a 4-H agent, and she's doing a fabulous job of revitalizing a program that was probably about to be shut down. So, Kelly, if you will, come up here and join Dr. Ryles. And Kelly, I know Dr. Ryles approves of you receiving this award. That was supposed to be my last thing to do, but Stefan reminded me I wasn't through. Each year we present the William A. Sutton Scholarship to our state 4-H leader, and I'm going to ask Mr. Oakley, our state 4-H leader, our state 4-H president. I'm not going to go back to school at this age, I can promise you that. But this young man has been an outstanding leader for the Georgia 4-H program, and I guess we probably, those of us that know any of the history of Georgia 4-H know that Bill Sutton is probably held in regards as the highest regard as state 4-H leader in this state for his many contributions. And that list is endless. To name a couple of those, one is Rock Eagle 4-H Center was his idea. He created the Georgia 4-H Foundation, who's paying for your being here this week. And Oakley, on behalf of the Georgia 4-H Foundation and Georgia 4-H, we appreciate your leadership and we'll present you with the W.A. Sutton Scholarship.
Thank you, Mr. Arch, and congratulations to Mrs. Kelly Ashley once again, and also Oakley. Before this evening concludes, Oakley Perry, State 4-H President from Jeff Davis County, has a few announcements. Oakley.
Your program has a presentation schedule and a portfolio schedule. Be sure you're looking at the correct one. You'll also find a detailed list with your specific portfolio interview time and location in your program book. Be early. The schedule is tight and you do not want to be late. Please be quiet in the halls as you wait for your interview or presentation session. There will be leaders in the halls to help you find your portfolio room. Please note that A, B, C, and D locations are in the Dunwoody Hall. Physical, biological, and earth sciences, your portfolio discussion begins at noon tomorrow. If your name and county are not correct in the portfolio schedule, you can refer to page 9 for the correct start of your discussion. Please note that the printed time beside your name is correct, even if the county name is incorrect. Our trip to Six Flags tomorrow will be a lot of fun. You will need to check in at the district table in the ballroom lobby beginning at 4 o'clock. You cannot board the bus until you have checked in. Do not forget your Six Flags ticket, which is located in your ticket packet. Also, please remember to wear your Congress t-shirt. We will eat when we enter the park. Afterwards, we will enjoy Six Flags and we'll meet back at the Crystal Pistol at 8:45 for the announcement of winners. On Thursday morning, we will be seated at breakfast by our donor or educational tour. Please be on time for breakfast so we can be on time for our tours. If you're an adult leader, driver, or shuttler, please stand and proceed to the tour leader meeting in Dunwoody A. Will our performing arts competitors please stand? This evening, these 4-Hers will not only provide our entertainment, but they'll also be competing in their demonstration portion of Congress. Let's give them a round of applause. We wish you the best of luck this evening. In order to prepare for your competition tonight, each of you may leave the banquet hall now. This evening, you are welcome to enjoy the performing arts competition, visit the hospitality suite, or practice your demonstration. Please Please remember to stay quiet in the halls and that we should not be in each other's rooms at any time. Please remember that no 4-Hers are to be in the pool area or fitness center during evening entertainment hours. Also, we'd like to remind you that our hashtag GA4HCon14 is in effect. Thursday afternoon, we'll choose the best picture that has this hashtag added to it, and the winner will receive a prize. And finally, Leadership in Action participants, Ryles Rising Star honoree, and newly inducted State Board members, please remain up front for pictures following the program. Stefan?
Thank you, Oakley. To adjourn this evening, State 4-H Vice President Blake Allen from Lowndes County will lead in the 4-H pledge, after which you will be adjourned.
Please stand as we honor the program that brings us all together to learn and grow. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living. For my club, my community, my country, and my world. You're dismissed.